Hi guys, it's my first ever YouTube video, and I just wanted to kind of give you a brief idea of who I am and kind of what I'm about. So, my name's Darcy Weber. I live in Canyon, Texas. I am a mom of three: Madison, who is 11, Jordan, who is 9, and Grayson, who is 4. I have 2 dogs and a cat, and we live in a little house with all of us in it, and it's a little crazy at times, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Um, I go to school full time at West Texas A&M University. Actually, it's not full time; it's part time, but it is grad school, so to me, it feels like full time. Um, I also work at WT as the administrative assistant for the office. Ready? Get this. Office of Student Engagement and Leadership. Yes, answering the phone is sometimes a big ordeal, and I have to give a long spiel of when I answer the phone. So if you ever want me to give you that spiel, just call and I'll give it to you. Um, Another thing that I do is I volunteer as the director of our kids ministry at church. I go to Summit Church here in Canyon, and I help with finding serve team members, training, making sure we have all of our supplies in our classrooms for our baby uh, Bible class and our Bible church, our little kids church for all the way up from babies all the way to 4th graders. So I love doing that. I've been doing that for about, oh gosh, since May. So I've been doing it for almost 2 months, and I love it. It's something that blesses me every single weekend. Um, but I kind of wanted to talk to you guys a little bit of where I've been, what I've been doing recently. So, I've never been the most athletic girl ever. I'm 32, by the way. So in high school, I wasn't very athletic. Hand-eye coordination is actually somewhat difficult for me. I don't know. It's just never been one of my top strengths for sure. But I can run, so I ran. I mean, that's what I did. I did track. Coach would put me in long distance, which is awful. I'm just saying, going around that track so many times is like a little redundant. But I also did cross country. I did cross country and ran JV and varsity in high school, and I did like that. But I never got into like basketball or tennis or volleyball or anything like that. Coming from a small town, Stratford, Texas, you don't have a ton of options, anyways. So um, I ran. Um, I never lifted weights really either, unless Coach told us to, and it was very seldom. So fitness wasn't a big deal, and wasn't necessarily a big deal in our family. Um, my dad didn't do fitness. He did stuff when he was in high school. My mom didn't do anything really whenever, I think I remember her doing Tae something with a little step something, I guess whenever I was in high school, but that was about it. And so fitness was never like the main intent of anything in our family. And so, I mean, it just wasn't something that I was secure in doing or something that I knew about doing. And so I recently had gained quite a bit of weight. And, after 3 kids, like, I guess you don't even really think about things. You just kind of go on and do your own thing and try to survive. Survival is key for sure. And so food on the go was a big deal. Grabbing something to go and being able to keep up with our kids is kind of where we're at. And just a couple of years ago, me and Todd just decided that we weren't going to do the whole sports things with our kids, because we saw that it took up a lot of time. It took up our whole week with sports practices, and then on the weekends it was always games and stuff, and we just didn't want that to be the focus of our family. And to people who do that, that's your thing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying what was best for our family was we had to step away from that. So we are very involved in our church. Me and Todd have been married for 11 years, and if it wasn't for that church and it wasn't for God, we wouldn't even be together. So our church has a very high place in our priorities, and I serve, my husband serves, my daughter serves. She's in 5th grade, so she has the ability to serve in kids ministry, and she absolutely loves it. And my son, who's in 4th grade, and next year will be able to have the ability to serve, he cannot wait to do it. So, but getting back onto the fitness thing, we just decided that we weren't going to spend a whole lot of time with sports, and we were going to stay focused on the kids' relationship with God and building that first. And so, even slowing down a little bit, I didn't really think about myself. I think sometimes as moms, we put ourselves on the back burner. We don't, I guess, consider ourselves important enough to take time and reflect on what we eat, what we do, what we need to be doing with our bodies and stuff like that. And so I had gained a lot of weight. I was at my heaviest in March of this year. Well, it was probably February. It was about February when I kind of was like, I really need to start doing something. I was at 171, which is pretty heavy for me because I'm 5'6", and so I had a lot of tummy and leg and just fat around everywhere, really. And so I had cleaned out my stuff in December last year and was like, I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to be skinny again. I just need to come to grips with it and just forget it. Like, it's fine. So, I mean, and I wasn't really upset about it. I just grabbed my stuff and started throwing it, in a pile and said, okay, this is garage sale because it's way too tiny for me. I cannot fit into it. And then something clicked. In March, I was like, you know what? I am important and I need to take time for myself, whether that's 30 minutes a day, to an hour a day, or an hour and a half a day. Like, that is not a lot of time. Think of all the time that we're spending on our kids and on our jobs and everyone else. Like, for just spending some time on ourselves, like, I was like, that's not a lot of time. And I could be working out or doing something, walking, anything. And so in March, I decided, okay, I'm going to do this, but I'm also going to put God into it. For some reason, I kept taking God out of it. And so I don't know what that was about. So I started making like different things and started putting things in my little gym, which I will show you in another video. But I just decided I've got to put God in it. I've got to ask for His strength in eating better and in thinking of myself, and even just spending that time worshiping Him and listening to music that is encouraging and positive and uplifting and spiritually awesome just for our Lord to hear. And so that was my main focus. So let me tell you, it was not easy at the beginning. It took a lot of prayer and a lot of focus and time to just get in a routine. And I will say I'm down to 156. And so I can tell that my body fat is down. I have muscle mass, and I just have been trying really hard. And the thing is, I cannot just think of this as a me thing. I need to think of this as how can I help other people. And so this video is for the person who wants to lose weight. These videos are going to be for the person who wants to feel better about themselves. I mean, I don't even care if one person sees this video. If it's going to help you and motivate you to get outside and walk around a couple of blocks, then by George, I have done my job. Like, I just want you to feel motivated and encouraged, because sometimes, especially as women, like, we're tired, we're exhausted. No, we don't think about ourselves. No, we're too busy running around with our heads chopped off trying to figure out what kid needs this and what kid needs that and where your husband is and how he needs us. So I think the main focus of me doing these videos is to help better you, help you with your fitness, help you with your health, help you with anything that you need help with. So I'm going to be doing spiritual things. I'm doing a different. I'm of course reading my Bible and doing a couple of different Bible plans that I will mention in another video. So if you have any questions or concerns or have anything that you want me to touch on, go ahead and put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer those and get back to you. I'm not a physician. I am not a nutritionist or a dietitian or any of that. I'm just a woman who feels better about herself and want to encourage you guys to feel better about yourself and help you in that journey. So if you have any questions or comments, let's try to stay positive. I would love positive comments, and let me know how I can help you and what your goals are. And I will do another video in the next week. Thanks. Y'all have a great day and a blessed week.